Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mogi Beth, and for those of y'all who are new here, I own a six-figure reselling business selling women's clothing on places like Poshmark, eBay, Tradesy, and Mercari. And in today's video, we are discussing what sold over the weekend, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, January 8th through the 10th. And I just want to cheers to y'all. Cheers to a brand new week. I always get someone who asks, but I am drinking this turmeric active tea by my favorite tea brand, and turmeric's really good for inflammation, and this is just really good for an afternoon pick-me-up. I'll go ahead and link that tea in the description below. But before we jump into this video, I want to do a little disclaimer. Okay, so it's been a while since I sat down and did purely a what sold video, but y'all really want me to do this type of content more, so I hope this is useful, helpful, and informative. But as you'll see as I move along, I sell thrifted inventory and I sell a lot of new and new with tags inventory. And just to answer the question I know I'm going to get, I cannot tell you where I get that new with tag inventory. However, I will say all of my sources have either been found or could be found through Google. So if you do a little digging, if you do a little research, you can definitely find it. But one disclaimer I will say is that it's really easy to look at my sales and think that the grass is always greener. I will tell y'all, my new with tag inventory has a much lower sell-through rate than my thrifted inventory. And that's because thrifted inventory, you hand select. And you get to check comps, you get to discriminate based off of condition, based off of style, based off of saturation. With my new tag inventory, I often don't get to do that. So I love thrifting. I've been doing it a lot in January. I plan to do it throughout 2021 just because it allows me to get my hands on pieces that are in high demand on the Poshmark app. So that's just a little disclaimer before we get started. I still think this video is going to be valuable just because it shows what brands are selling quickly, what brands are sitting for a long time, and what styles to be on the lookout for. So that being said, over the 3 days, my total sales number was $1,978, which really isn't bad. It's not my best sales weekend ever, but if I were to maintain sales at this rate throughout all days, I would end up at a 20,000 sales month, which is kind of what I'm aiming for, but I'm not really projected to hit that goal this month, but happy with that sales number right now. Anyway, let's jump into what sold. So Friday we started off with selling these Bearpaw Shearling boots, and these had some definite flaws on the suede upper, so I listed them pretty low at $20 and they sold for $16 with discounted shipping. So a pretty low price sale, but they sold after 24 days. It did open my eyes to, I actually might be open to picking up excellent quality pre-owned Bearpaw boots in the future, just because there was a lot of interest on these boots. So, and they weren't in the best condition. So I might actually keep my eye out for those at the thrift in the future. Okay, next up were these new with tag Michael Kors Dana Wedge sandals. These were new, I think, with box. I had them listed for $75 and they sold for $47 after 51 days. I could have held out for more with these, I'm pretty sure. I think I sold another exact same pair in a different size for more, but you know, I think it's better to just keep things moving, keep accepting offers as they come along, as long as you're meeting your sales criterion, including your profit margin. Okay, the next one was a J. Crew collection silk bowback top. This I had listed for $70 and received an offer for $40. I had this for 165 days, so I've had this actually for a while. I may have had it just listed too high. J. Crew collection used to sell so well back in the golden days of J. Crew. Those days have long gone. So $40 is actually still a good price to get for this top. And some J. Crew collection pieces will sell better than this one, but I was happy with that sale. And all of these, actually everything I sold on Friday, I sold on Poshmark, by the way. So next we have these Vince Milo slip-on loafers in black suede size 11. On my Instagram stories, I talked about shoe sizing and how that affects my decision making when sourcing. I'm just gonna pop up this little graph here. This is a graph that shows the distribution of shoe sizes amongst men and women. And as you can see, this is a really good example of a normal distribution, which is something that if you've taken a statistics class, you have heard about. There's a bell curve when it comes to shoe sizes. And this just means that shoe sizes 7 through 9 really perform the best. And then smaller or larger shoe sizes, there's just fewer people who have that size of foot. So size 11 is probably one of the least popular shoe sizes, or I shouldn't say popular, but the least amount of people have that shoe size. However, of course, there are still people who have that shoe size, but this particular style was just really saturated on Poshmark. I think there were even other size 11s. So although men's shoes typically do well, these ones were kind of an exception to that rule. I listed them at 40 and I received an offer for 25, which I accepted, and they had been listed for 94 days. That just goes to show that really brand is not everything. Style really does make a massive difference when it comes to what sells well. Okay, so the next sale was actually sold to a viewer, so thank you so much if you are watching. And it is this pair of new tag Ray-Ban sunglasses. I don't have that much experience selling Ray-Bans, but in my limited experience, they do sell well, especially when they're new tag without flaws. These I had listed for 125 and she sent me an offer for 90 and I accepted, and I had only had them listed for 5 days. So always make sure you're checking the sunglasses section, especially with spring coming up. Okay, next is the sale that saved my Friday sales, honestly. And it is this retrofit Gabrielle robe dress in teal. You all have heard me talk about retrofit before. I love retrofit. I have been lucky to be able to source a few of them this past year in 2020. I don't know if I'll have any in 2021, sadly enough, but I had this listed for 500 and I received an offer for 350 and I accepted. This was only after 18 days of listing. So these dresses actually sold really well in December because people, I assume, were buying them for New Year's. But of course, people still have birthdays, people still have special events that they want to dress up for after New Year's, so I was happy to see that sell. And that big ticket sale really kind of makes a massive difference in my sales numbers. So, you know, 350 accounts for 17.5% about of my total sales. So, you know, that can really make or break a sales weekend. And so very grateful for that, and it just does require a little bit of risk taking to have those higher priced sales, but do make a huge difference. Next up is this Laundry by Shelly Siegel quilted flare puffer, and I had it listed for 50 and I received an offer for 30 after 18 days and I went ahead and accepted that. I would say if you see a Laundry by Shelly Siegel coat that's in excellent condition or new tags at the thrift store, pick it up. I've been surprised with how these are performing, especially certain styles just do well and they sell fairly quickly this time of year. So coats is really a category I find that you can be a little bit less selective when it comes to brand. People need coats and coats are expensive, and so because of the utilitarian nature of needing coats instead of just wanting them, I think you can just get high quality coats that aren't necessarily a specific brand and still they'll perform fairly well. Okay, and then the last sale on Friday was this Barefoot Dreams Cozy Chic cardigan that I had thrifted. I listed it for 65 and it sold for 65 after 2 days. So Barefoot Dreams, I love selling. I mean, that was one of my highest price sales and it was a thrifted item and sold full price after 2 days. So really, really happy about that. Okay, so then we're going into Saturday, and the first sale I want to talk about is one that sold to a viewer. So if you're watching, thank you so much. And if you watched my last thrift with me, which I'll link up on the screen, you probably remember these. They were the new tag Soma Cool Night Pajama Set and Mystical Moon. They were brand new, so cute, size large, and I had been lucky enough to thrift them. And I actually received a bunch of people emailing me and DMing me on Instagram wanting these pajamas, which, you know what, not surprised because they're so cute. And I'm obsessed with matching pajama sets. Like, that's one of the things that I just have way too many of. And I will never stop like being on the lookout for them for myself. So I sold these for $48 with free shipping over on PayPal. And that's the thing, if you guys ever see something in my haul that you are interested in, I can give you a better deal through PayPal. So just email shop@mogibeth.com, and I can just give you the details about the item, give you the price, and then if you're okay with that, I can send you an invoice, and it's super simple. So thank you to the viewer who purchased those. I really, really appreciate it. Okay, so the next few are on Poshmark. First is this new tag Nick and Zoe backcountry button cardigan. Nick and Zoe is a brand that I think I talked about a little bit in that last thrift with me. If it's a recent piece or newer tags, if you see it at the thrift store, it might be worth picking up because this brand actually performs fairly well for me. It's obviously kind of a more mature brand, but I've actually had a lot of good luck with it. So I don't price it too high. I usually price around the $45 to $60 range, but then I get pretty good results with that. So I listed it for $45, and then I sent out offers on the item for $36 with discounted shipping, and someone accepted that offer to liker after 23 days of listing. So I was very happy with that sale. The next is something I thrifted. It's a Reformation Sally wrap linen dress. I was so excited. I love finding Reformation at the thrift store. It was a size 1X. I had it listed for $70 after checking comps, and then received an offer for $50 and accepted that. It sold after 22 days, so very happy with that sale. I think that dress is absolutely darling. The next was a bundle. So 2 pieces in this bundle. One was a new attack halogen wool cashmere sweater in pink, and then the other was a Rachel Roy faux fur trim hooded puffer jacket. I had the halogen one listed for $50 and the Rachel Roy one listed for $85, and they sold in a bundle for $90. So a pretty good deal for a cashmere wool sweater and a puffer coat. And the halogen sweater sold after 7 days, and the Rachel Roy puffer coat sold after 24 days. That's another example. Rachel Roy, I would not pick up anything by Rachel Roy except their puffer coats. Their puffer coats still perform well, and so very, very happy with that, especially if they have a faux fur trim, and especially just this time of year. In the next few months, they may taper off in sales, which is natural as we head into spring, but something to keep in mind definitely for 2021 fall winter time. All right, the next is a Zella live-in high-waist pocket crop legging. I had these listed for $35, and I sent offers to likers. Guys, I really, really believe that offers to likers is a super important part of any Poshmark closet, and so I would highly recommend that you do send offers to likers as quickly as you can after the like comes in. And anyways, I had them listed for $35, sent out a 20% off offer for $28 with discounted shipping, and someone accepted that. That actually took 131 days to sell. So Zella can sell quickly sometimes, but also can sit forever sometimes, so it just depends. Okay, the next I think sold to a viewer as well. I cannot remember, but thank you to anyone who ever purchases anything from me. I don't try to advertise it too much on here just because I don't want to annoy y'all, but I really do appreciate it when you do, so thank you. This was a new tag Nordstrom lingerie sweet dream crop pajamas. I am obsessed with selling pajamas. Now I feel like I need to just start going through the pajama section from now on because they sell well and they sell for good money. But these I had listed for $50 and received an offer for $30 and accepted that offer, and it only took 32 days for them to sell, so not bad. I actually had 2 Joe's jeans sell on Saturday, and Joe's jeans is a brand of denim I don't sell very often, so that was really interesting. The first one were these new attack Joe's Arthington crop high-rise skinny jeans in a size 31, and I had them listed for $85 and I received an offer for $65. It took 148 days to sell. So that's why I don't pick up Joe's jeans very often. There's obviously, you know, a customer base for them, but they don't sell that quickly. But I'm definitely happy with this sale. And then I'll just skip ahead to the next Joe's jeans sale. These were not new or new with tag. They were Joe's Jean Icon Ankle Skinny Jeans in Gianna. I had them listed for $50 and they sold full price for $50, so that's good. But again, they took 111 days to sell. So it was just like out of nowhere, two Joe's jeans sold on the same day, but hey, you know. Okay, the next sale was this Eloqui long sleeve turtleneck rib top. I listed this for $25 and it sold for $15 after 31 days. With Eloqui, I try to be really selective just because it does have, I find, a pretty good sell-through rate. And so if you're willing to have kind of those lower price sales, it makes sense to pick up as long as your projected profit margins and everything check out. But with Eloqui, just because it has such a lower average sales price, I have to make sure that it's really worth my employees' time because of the thing that I talked about in my 2020 recap video, which I'll link up on the screen, which is opportunity cost, right? My employee is not only spending the time on this $15 item, but they could be spending time on a $150 item, because any task I give to my employee means that I'm taking time away from another task. And so that is really what I have to think about. And Eloqui is just one of those that, unless it's a dress or unless it's a really substantial piece, I typically don't pick up anymore. But you know, selling after 31 days, that's pretty good. I'm not mad about that at all. Okay, the next was my only Tradesy sale of the weekend. Tradesy is so, gosh, I'll have like one day with 3 sales and then a week with no sales. It's just, y'all want me to do a Tradesy video, but I don't really feel like I've cracked the code, or I don't even know if there's a code to crack on Tradesy, but I just list over there and sometimes I randomly get sales, and I feel like that's the name of the Tradesy game. So I had these Alice and Olivia jeans, leopard print jeans. I had them for 135 days, so they were new with tag. Printed denim doesn't typically do that well, even when it is Alice and Olivia. I had it listed for 100, and I actually received a message from someone on Tradesy, because Tradesy, you can't send offers to likers or anything like that. So I received a message from someone asking if I would do 65, so I lowered the price to 65 and they purchased it, thankfully. So I'm happy with that sale because it wasn't selling anywhere else. I had it listed on eBay and Poshmark as well. And that's kind of what I love about Tradesy, is that items that sell on Tradesy, I just have a hard time moving elsewhere. So that's why I keep on listing there, because it just is a different customer base and it's one that I have inventory for. So happy about that sale. Okay, the next was a new tag Topshop white ribbed v-neck wrap ballet top. I had it listed for $15 and I sent out offers to likers for $12 with discounted shipping. Sold after 5 days. Again, with that opportunity cost thing, it sold quickly, but it didn't sell for a lot. I didn't make a lot of money and I took time away that I could have been using to list something else, but that's what I'm talking about when I can't, with the new tag inventory, I can't always make those decisions. So there you go. Okay, next I saw those Joe's jeans, but I talked about earlier. Okay, another pair of pajamas sold. These were new tag Santin Abel pajamas, and they were actually a Christmas Eve print. I had never heard, so it was a Santin Abel collaboration with Donald Robertson. I don't know either of those brands. I probably should do more research, but these were actually a pair of men's pajamas. I think they retail for good money. I had them listed for $85 and I received an offer for $75. And so I accepted, obviously, as quickly as I could. And I was very happy with that sale. But again, pajamas, even men's pajamas, just sells really well. And Christmas print pajamas selling after Christmas, so I was very happy about that. And that actually sold after 37 days, so I did have them listed before Christmas, but I don't care when they sell. I'm just very happy they did. All right, so next couple eBay sales, which is good. Almost all of my eBay sales come from sending offers to watchers, and that's something I'm trying to be much more vigilant about doing regularly over on eBay. I only had a few eBay sales this weekend, but it's climbing up. It's getting better, listing more and more each day, and I'm really focusing on eBay this year. So this is a top I had had forever on Poshmark. I honestly don't know how long I had had it on eBay, but it had been listed 287 days on Poshmark. It was actually from my own personal closet, and in the cleaning your closet out video, which I'll link up on the screen, I did a while ago back in the spring. I think I showed it there, and it's this Rana Gill polka dot blouse. I had it listed for $50, and I sent offers to watchers on eBay for $35, and so it sold, and the person paid right away, which is a blessing. And then the next eBay sale I had was actually with a buyer I think I kept receiving offers from. I'm not sure, or I'm just receiving a bunch of offers on this dress, but it was a Lovers and Friends New Attack Patrick gown, gorgeous dress in red. I had it listed for a while. So I had it listed on Poshmark for 277 days, and I think it was on eBay for a while as well, because historically I've had a lag between when I list at Poshmark and when I get it cross-listed on eBay, so I don't track that number, but I had it listed for $175, and then they sent me an offer for $100. I countered with $120, and then they countered with $115, and so then I accepted, and yay. I think I had to send them a little note reminding them to pay, but then they paid, so yay, happy about that. And then my last sale on Saturday, I was super happy about. It was one that I actually listed on Saturday over on Poshmark. It was this brand new Shona Joy bias frill wrap dress in this beautiful emerald green color, size 6. I listed it for $200, sent out offers for $160 with free shipping, and someone bought it. They're going to a wedding. It's a gorgeous, perfect dress for a wedding. And Shona Joy is a brand I think I've talked about in the past on this channel, but it's definitely a BOLO brand. I love selling Shona Joy. It really is a perfect dress for weddings and for bridesmaids and stuff like that. And so people tend to discriminate a little bit less with price when it comes to big events like weddings. So very, very happy with that sale. I think it's a gorgeous dress, and I hope she looks stunning at her event. Did you guys hear that? Oh, I gotta go get my dog. One moment. Gotta go get Ollie. One moment. My baby woke up from his nap. Oh, you wanna say hi? Oh, he's a little scruffy, but he's getting groomed this week. Okay, Ollie, you can help me out. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah, I hope she looks fabulous in that dress and her wedding. Now we're heading into Sunday. So Saturday was my best sales day by far. Sunday was pretty good as well. I had a couple really good sales. So the first was over on Poshmark, and it was a coat or jacket I'd had for 75 days. I thought this was gonna sell way faster, but you know what? Whatever. It sold well. It's this new Aloe Yoga introspective quilted jacket in this cute pink bubblegum pink color. I had it listed for $150. I had a lot of interest in this item. Not a lot of good offers, or no one was really accepting my offer. And then, so on Sunday I received an offer for $100, and I went ahead and accepted it. So happy with that sale. I'm just surprised it didn't sell sooner, but you know, happens. And then the next was an eBay sale, and so this was also from an offer to watcher. It was a splendid tie-dye hipster bikini bottom that I had listed for $25. I think I just listed this over on eBay, even though I had it on Poshmark for over 200 days. I think I literally just this weekend listed it on eBay, and then it sold from an offer to watcher for $18. So that's super light to ship. At all my clothing sales on eBay, I do free shipping, but that won't cost much at all. So I was very happy with that. And then the next sale was this Poshmark sale, another really good sale. A pair of mother jeans, the Tomcat jeans in the Wash the Confession, size 27. I had it listed for $150, and I sent out offers to likers once again for $120 with free shipping. Typically with any items over $100, I'll just include free shipping. And that was sold after 2 days. So that made me fall back in love with the mother jeans, because that was just such a great performing piece. and really cute pair of jeans as well. The next was another Poshmark sale. I guess all the rest are Poshmark sales, so really Poshmark is my main platform. It's the one I specialize in and know the most about, and the one I have a course on. So there you go if you want to take that. So the next was a new tag, Poshmark striped open back dress. Okay, so this had actually been featured on a bunch of blogs. So I did a little bit of research, included the keywords blogger favorite, which is important whenever it is featured on multiple blogs. In the description, I also listed the different blogs that it appeared on. And so I had it listed for 60 and it sold for 60. And I bet it was someone who was specifically searching for that item from a blog. I wouldn't be surprised. It didn't sell quickly though. It took 94 days to sell, but the fact that it sold for full price makes me think that someone was looking for that specifically. Okay, the next was another new attack Topshop. This was a split neck ribbed knit sweater. I had it listed for $25 and it sold for $18. The question I get often, and this was the case with this sale, was, can you send me the same offer that you sent me, 2 days ago? And I say the same thing every time. Unfortunately, Poshmark does not allow me to send the same offer within a 90-day period, which is true. However, if you send me a similar offer, I will accept. And typically, they send me a similar offer and I accept. So if you ever get that question, that's what I would recommend replying. Okay, so the next was an item I actually had for quite a while as well. It was a new tag NBD Aisha midi skirt in a size extra small. I had it listed for $65 and received an offer for $60, and it took 227 days to sell. So I should have, with all of these, one thing you might notice is that I don't relist as often as I should, and that is one of my goals for this year, but I need to create a system in place for me to do that. So if you guys have any tips with relisting or how often you relist, let me know in the comments down below. I think that's really interesting and I love to learn from y'all as much as hopefully y'all love to learn from me. Okay, so the next was another Poshmark sale. It was a new tag Bailey 44 frankincense dress. This had a flaw on it, like a makeup stain along the collar. I had it listed for $50 and I received an offer for $25. It had been listed for 156 days. And so since it had been listed that long, I decided to go ahead and accept that offer. And I think they got a good deal because of it, because they can, I think, spot treat that stain. Bailey 44 is a brand that doesn't resell for a ton of money. It doesn't retain its resale value very well, but it does have a customer base that looks for it. So it's, depending on the style, it can do well. But I just had this one, it had been sitting for so long and I was ready to let it go. And then the last sale on Sunday were these new Attack Adidas Own the Run 7/8 mesh leggings in a size extra small. Had it listed for $40, sold for $40. So many full price sales this weekend. I'm not mad about it at all. It took 137 days for it to sell, but hey, you know what? Full price sale, there you go. Adidas is a brand though that typically sells really well, and apart from this piece, it typically has a really good sell-through rate. So I would highly recommend, checking comps on a good Adidas piece that you come across in the thrift next time you come across it, especially if it seems like a newer piece. And I think they even have the season that the piece is in their materials tag. So I'm starting to pick up more Adidas, more Nikes, kind of trying to build my understanding of what sells well within these brands, because a lot of people like them and a lot of people buy these activewear brands, and so they can have a pretty fast sell-through rate and be worth picking up for sure. Okay, so before we go, I actually want to share two more things with y'all, two more sales. One happened on Thursday and one happened on Monday. I didn't include them in my sales total, but I just want to share it with y'all because they were really exciting sales for me. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably remember recently I found two Cezanne, is that right? Let me know in the comments down below. Two Cezanne sweaters. I want to say Cezanne, but I know that's wrong. Okay, Cezanne sweaters, and I love this brand. I'm obsessed with this brand. I found them at the thrift. It was like two of my most exciting finds recently, and I just wanted to share the results of what happened with them. So I listed them both last Wednesday, and then this one, The Cooper sweater I listed for $170 and it sold for $135 after one day. And then today, the other one sold, the Jespard, how do you pronounce that? Shoot. Jumper or cardigan, black. I had listed for $120 and it sold for $110 after 5 days. So if you don't know about this brand, oh my gosh, it is such a fast seller, especially the sweaters. And both of these had the size tags missing, so I had to measure them and guess the size, but they still sold so well, so quickly, and for such good prices. So if you don't know about that brand, I offer more details about it in that 50 BOLO brand list that most of y'all already have, but if you don't, you can go over to mogibeth.com and get it for free. But there you can brush up on your brand knowledge and learn a little bit more about that brand. It's actually got a really cool backstory as well. So that is it for the what sold video. I'm happy with those sales, but mainly I just hope that this video was helpful to y'all in some way. If you want to see more of these videos, please let me know in the comments down below, because I haven't done these in a while. I don't know if this is really that helpful, but I can definitely do more of them. So anyways, I will see y'all in the next one. I love y'all so much. Okay, bye. Ooh, Ollie, did you have something you wanted to tell them? Oh, okay, he wants to tell you that to watch more videos and to subscribe, and what else? Like this video? Yeah? Okay. I'll see you on the next one.